Good tidings, ladies and gentlemen of the lodge, and welcome back. We've got another Kingdom Hearts video lined up today, one that will be focusing in on the new 20th anniversary artwork. I strongly believe there are several Easter eggs scattered throughout this beautiful piece of work by Tetsuya Nomura, which, before we move forward on it, let's just take a moment to admire how absolutely stunning this piece is. Us Kingdom Hearts fans are getting spoiled, and I'm here to keep that gravy train rolling. So without further ado, let's dive into a few of the things in this art piece that I find quite peculiar. 1. Strelitzia's closed eyes. This is perhaps the biggest secret and/or Easter egg that I've found, and I really think there's something to it. So let's check this out. There's no character being talked about more in Kingdom Hearts right now than Strelitzia, and rightfully so. Her reveal was one of the most hyped parts of the trailer, but if we take a look at her in this artwork, we can see that she is the only one who is sleeping. Everybody else has their eyes open and aware, but we can see Strelitzia clearly in a sleep-like state. Now let's be real, I don't believe this is an accident. Nomura always hides little secrets and Easter eggs in his art. So, where else have we seen this sleeping character trope before in Nomura's artwork? Well, first, there's Dream Drop Distance, where we can see Sora is asleep on the cover. And well, we all know how that turned out. Then, we have the Birth by Sleep Final Mix cover, and we can see Ventus is asleep. And we all know how that turned out. So what does this mean for Strelitzia? Does this mean Kingdom Hearts 4 ends with her entering a sleep-like state? Or is she already in a sleep-like state and this is either Data Strelitzia or an imposter, as discussed in this video? There is no way to know for sure, but I do believe in the future we will see this play out significantly, given that it's so deliberate that she is the one character sleeping in this entire artwork, and they've got her placed right in the center. 2. The backgrounds behind Sora. One thing that I found very interesting is the different backgrounds behind the different Soras. If you notice, the symbols behind him reflect the game it represents. We can see it properly reflected in games 1 through 3, but let's take a look at Kingdom Hearts 4 and see if we can find any hints about the future title. What we have here is a crown, a music note with a crown, 2 different looking stars, and of course we have the X sigil. What all this means as of right now, I really do not know, but I think it's an interesting detail that might have some significance in the future. One of the things I can conjure up is the crown. Union Cross made mention of the 7 crowns, and I have to believe that that's what this is alluding to. Again, I'm not sure what to make of this as of yet, but seeing as every title has a different combination of sigils, I can't help but feel like there is some significance to that. The Keyblade Divider. This is a fun little Easter egg, but if you notice, the Keyblade divides the 4 Soras into groups of 2. On the left, we have Kingdom Hearts 3 and 4, which adds up to 7. Then the Soras on the right, 1 and 2, add up to 3. Giving us 2 recurring numbers we often see in Kingdom Hearts. I don't think there's any deeper meaning to this, I just think it's a cool nod to a series trope. But if any of you can conjure something up, feel free to drop it in the comments below. Number 4. Darkness on the bottom, light at the top. This is an interesting little trope I found, but if you look, all the characters associated with darkness are at the bottom, while all the ones associated with light are at the top. And before anyone shouts out about young Xehanort here, this in all likelihood is a young Xehanort before he fell to darkness. We can see it by his gentle smile and the fact his eyes are still silver and not yellow. Then, some others might be bringing up the Master of Masters. And just in case you are new here, I truly believe that the Master of Masters represents the tyranny of light. I did a whole video on this a couple years ago if you want further context, but I believe the Master in some way will be named after light, will follow the mythological path of Lucifer, and his function in the story will be to show us that light is not always benevolent, just the same way Riku showed us darkness is not always malevolent. Another note for this part is that I firmly believe the Guardians understand this nuance between light and darkness, and that's what makes them heroes. However, the extremes of both light and darkness are represented by the antagonists of the series, both at top and bottom, which is why our heroes land in the middle between them. I'm sure there are plenty more Easter eggs hidden in this artwork, but my eyes can't see them all. If there are any Easter eggs or hidden messages I missed, feel free to share them with me in the comments below. Do you think the secrets I pointed out are valid? Whether yes or no, please let me know. But anyway, that's gonna be all I have for you all today. You all be good out there, be good to each other and yourselves, and I will see all of you beautiful sickos and normies next time.